Yes, truly, the cybersecurity is truly a central stage for, any organization, and especially for the fintech companies, like us, which are a global one. And the security for us specifically is, twofold, basically. Not only internal as well as external. The kind of risk and challenges are well communicated by other team members, but I would like to highlight basically how it is critical for a company or any service organization like us is that we are delivering software to the banking institutions across the world. The challenge is that the code we write, right? So it is at multiple levels. The security has to be inbuilt at multiple levels, not only as a batch processing or the batch scanning of the code. So when we went to the agile methodology of development few years back, right, the security this is called by the DevOps kind of environment. So after couple of months, we observed that we have to build security in our DevOps process. So that's how DevSecOps came into existence. And what we found that even while writing the P code, piece of code by a developer has to think of the security from the beginning, right? So it requires a lot of process involvement, a lot of technology involvement, so that with clicks, they will get to know where they are going wrong, even the testers. So the roles were started merging. Even the developers were doing testing, tester were doing some development, and the security, even the deployment staff, release engineer were involved in that structure. So the whole culture we saw is emerging like as a security. So security in our organization is a very paramount importance, starting from the beginning. Not only physical security, leave it, it is important, but network security or software security or endpoint security during this pandemic situation, like so even when we give the solution to the external world, right, you being a global company are also getting targeted, specifically targeted. And to safeguard that, because it is a direct hit to our PI, if suppose an FIS gets compromised for some reason, so its reputation across the world will be impacted. So internally, we'll have to be double sure on each and every aspect, be it a shadow IT, be it a cloud security, be it a endpoint security. So not only technology, what we see that also the processes are important, like the patching, right? The threshold value of 97% is mandatory at our organization, like all the patching system, vulnerability scanning and mitigation of vulnerabilities are very much important, right? Like the evaluation of the product also. Suppose we bought a particular product for malware, right? So you need to evaluate, and if some product is getting redundant, you need to have a replacement of that, right? In last year, what we observed that there was a 30,000% increased of malware attack worldwide, right? So when we started evaluating what the solution we have, how it is impacted, we saw that our product is not exactly meeting the coming business requirement. So we had replaced our endpoint security with a product B with more agile kind of features. So these evaluation, and when we what happens that in a development company, security sometimes becomes an hurdle for the developers also. So they say that, so the culture has to be developed. What we have evolved, that we told internally to everyone, yes, user training is very much important. If someone has phishing drills are very much important, and user awareness in a way that the culture is built up like the security is as simple as ABC, right? So people observe, okay, what is ABC? It is always be careful, right? So developer while writing a code need to be careful, tester while testing need to be careful, deployment or release engineer need to be careful while developing an environment on cloud or local or at a client side. So the IT persons, while configuring any infrastructures, need to be taken care some of hardening or vulnerability steps. So it is a culture as a whole, I believe.